Jonatan and Iskandar. They will front up in the first, and then we'll have the first of the doubles, followed by the next singles match, and if necessary we go on right through a further doubles and maybe a deciding singles match at the end of the day. The women's contest lasted just a little over 5 hours, and that was quite riveting and exciting. Started off going according to plan, with the favoured team winning early, but then things changed dramatically in the middle of it, and it was almost at a stage where they might have gone to that fifth and deciding match. So we're going to meet the men's competitors from the two countries which will contest the team's final. That's Indonesia and Malaysia. They'll be out on centre stage in just a moment. Boxers into the ring, through the darkened arena they come, music pounding, fans waiting expectantly, and now centre stage for them to go through their practice routine, to then discard the top, be introduced to the audience, and the game begins. The men's singles. Christie Jonatan, the men's singles player for Indonesia, is 19 years of age. Won his first senior title at the age of 15. Since then has continued to improve and impress. He's currently ranked at 23 in the world, and this is the man he'll be opposing from Malaysia, the very experienced Iskandar at 26. There's also quite a few titles to his name. Way back in 2011 he was a silver medalist in the World Junior Championships. Service judges, the referee, and then there's the whole bunch, of course, around the exterior. You can see three of them right down the far end. They'll be checking on the lines, and to the sides as well for those baseline calls. Seated there with hands on their thighs, and hopefully not involved in any controversial calls. Christie. Yesterday Iskandar had a tough battle against his first round opponent. He played against Ryan Ung of Singapore and didn't have it all his own way either. And this is a glimpse of what is here today. All the good vantage points taken. They were noisy this morning, and they'll be even noisier this afternoon, I think. Coming up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the men's teams final, the Badminton 2017 SEA Games, is about to start. With us back to us in the red is the Indonesian representative, Jonatan Christie. Indonesia, the defending champions. There'll be a period of settling down. Certainly, Iskandar took a while to settle down yesterday. With it being singles, using those inside lanes, the sidelines. Iskandar yesterday lost the first set to Ang of Singapore, and then really just went up a gear in the second and third to win those quite comfortably. It's a sign of a man who's focused, isn't it, Christie? He did not even bother to look at where the shuttle landed. Good smash from the baseline. They're both pumped. Really good shot from Christie there. I don't really need to tell you, when Iskandar scores a point, the crowd certainly is on fire. And when they start to smash, or when he does, I'll let you know. They just ride every shot. Nails it just inside the line. So 5-all. That must have been close, I think. He looked at that one. Yeah. Indonesia leading 7-5. Be in two minds as to whether that was going out or not. I think it might, but he played the shot, lost the point. 8-6. Very quickly into the service, aren't they? Sometimes the replay is not finished and we're already into the second shot of the next rally. 9-7, Indonesia, defending champions. Well in too. 9-all. Wide. He looks very fluent, excellent style. Appears to have lots of time and a great reach. Talking Christie here, the man in red from Indonesia. Aimed directly at Iskandar. The hand stayed down there. Let's see, we might just pick up the... Now it's coming towards us. Let's see here. That appeared to be definitely on the line. Iskandar did question it, but he doesn't get the point.
20 seconds.
had the break at the half. 11-10. Indonesia. Jonatan, Christie. Iskandar, Zulkarnain, he enjoyed that one. He does a bit of yelling out there. Good rally. 14-11. Iskandar on the back foot at the moment. Remember, though, he did drop his first game yesterday and just seemed to go up a second gear when it came time for the second and third games. First real smash with venom, and the Malaysian gets back up to within 1 point of the Indonesian. 14-13. What a top rally that was. That's the best of the match so far. Each player probing the other. Little drop shots. Shots on the angle. Deep, short. And eventually Iskandar gets one through Christie. And it goes just inside the line. Hard fought point, but 14 all. Just stretching it out now, 18 to 14, or 17-14. Backhand from the baseline, finding the net. Oh, that was good. The second accurate smash from Iskandar. Up high. Drives it over the net and into the corner. So there's been a comeback here from Iskandar. He was 3-4 points back. Now he's drawn level at 17 all. At the moment, Iskandar just having the better of the net battles. That's out. No, there was some net involved. No. Well played. Christie put another one to the backhand, and the angle was too acute. We've got game point in the first game. Christie has it. That was just tactics all the way through, trying to set up an opportunity to get the winner away. Iskandar thought he'd done so. From here, up it went high. He was able to get onto it, but pushed it wide. First game goes to the defending champions, Indonesia, the singles. The first round of singles, the first game of singles, Jonatan Christie takes it 21-18 over Iskandar Zulkarnain of Malaysia. Game two about to start. Singles. This is the team's championship. The gold medal is at stake. Indonesia have it from 2015. They're the defending champions. Jonatan Christie in the red. 19 years of age, ranked 23 in the world. Iskandar is 26, playing for Malaysia here, has also been very highly ranked in the world. And interestingly, of course, the World Championships are on in Scotland at the moment. And Malaysia have the number 5 doubles combination ranked in the world. That's Goshem and Tan, and they're into the third round. But the depth of Indonesia is evident when they have the number 3 combination, Gideon and Sakamuljo, into the third round. The number 9 ranked doubles combination, Pratama, and just watching this now, just pushing it out. So 2-0, or 1-1, Malaysia and Indonesia. So Karinda Sawadi and Pratama, number 9 in the world, there into the third round. Ihsan and Saputro are into the quarterfinals of the doubles at the World Championships. They might have gone past that stage since I last looked a few hours ago. So that extraordinary depth of Indonesian badminton is fully evident. And throughout Asia and even especially in the Southeast Asian area, that Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia all have highly ranked players out on the international scene, men and women. That was good, and Iskandar knew it. He still had a wee glance at the baseline judge to be sure, but certainly 3-2 now, Indonesia leading in this second game. If you watch the women's singles, particularly the first match, you would have noticed a lot of high serves. But But you don't see it in the top flight or the men's game in particular. Good action shot there of Christie. Climbing high, racket way above the head. Lots of wrist action. Good anticipation from Iskandar. Watch this close, just trickles over. And whose play was it? Iskandar puts it into the net. Up close and personal with each other. Like the look of that scoreboard now. 6-3. Needs to win this game. How many times when you've been watching this today, if you're new to badminton, have you thought, oh, there's a winner, he won't get that or she won't get that back? Return some of those difficult shots, but they stretch and they reach and they flick and they reach what appear to be unreachable shots and turn them into winners, or at least return them to keep it in play. Judgment. Yep, good. It's good that they're not heavy on restricting use of the towels, because the worst thing that can happen is that they say, no, you're not using the towel, and so the sweat drips onto the floor. That makes it dangerous, and then there's long stoppages while they sweep the floor. So they might as well let the players use towels, as long as it's not an abuse of the allowance. Gets a great height, doesn't he, Christie? Even close to the net, up and quite powerfully built. Getting good elevation. 8-4, he leads in the second game, having taken the first. He could see the shot scorching past Iskandar in his mind, but it never got there. So that's a case of, if there is some water there, or sweat, that's why it's using a towel is important. To slip on it. It's caused a few injuries over the years, that because they're stretching enough as it is, and they're extraordinarily supple players, but that unexpected one where foot can go when you don't expect it to, and it's the one that can cause some damage. So they've had the wipe down, but back into it. 10-6, no delay taken, no time taken with the service for either of these players. Quick game's a good game, they're saying. Oh, up and high, looking to drive that past Christie. 10-7. Christie did well, and here it goes now. So the net in play twice. Getting up just as high as his opponent. And luck was with him this time. The change of service then. We got out of the way, hoping that it was going to go over the baseline, but it didn't. 11-7, break now. Both shirts are absolutely wet with sweat here indoors in Kuala Lumpur. Christie of Indonesia has a one-game advantage, taking the first 21-18. When he sets up an excellent point after the break, 12-7. He had Iskandar going every which way. No, that was certainly out. Oh gosh, I was about to say that's out. Let's have a look at this. Iskandar was no, that wasn't a good replay, but really from the previous shot it certainly looked as though that was out. He's got every justification in appealing that one, but it looks like it's going to stand. He stood there and saw it. He knew. As I've mentioned previously that they sometimes get a better view of it. He's saying it wasn't even close. It was that far. Here we go. Let's see once again if he gets out of the road in time. Out. Without doubt, that's out. Well out. It's got to be changed. So, poor call, might be costly for Iskandar. He's going to take it further. I know they've got a big screen in the stadium. If they wanted to use it, they could, I'm sure, but that's obviously not going to happen this time, so he can feel aggrieved over this. That was a clear bad call. Don't get angry, get even. He won't be judging allowing anything to go by now. He'll be checking it. He gets that call, 13-9. And that was closer than the previous one. So many options when you're in Iskandar's position there. And Christie had to be aware of them all. One of them would have been a flick straight at him. And he's just having trouble reading that. He's pushed 2 or 3 deep in this game. 15-10. It's a handy lead at this late stage in the game. Now what's the call? Can't see the line judge because of the score tick that's up there, but I think his arm stayed down. Yes, they did. So the point to Iskandar. Iskandar looking very tense. He pulled out of that shot. 16-12. Well, he won't mind that because he was certainly dealt a harsh blow in that line call earlier. So he deserves a little bit of a roll of the dice when it comes to the net cord. Ah, that was it. Drills it at Christie once and twice. A bit of gamesmanship here. Christie pulling out, saying he wasn't ready when the service had been played. Oh, and he gets the net this time. No, he doesn't. Malaysia does. That was Iskandar gets another one. I thought it had fallen on Iskandar's side here, but look at this, tips over and drops on Christie's side, and that 4-point margin is now down to 1. Iskandar patiently prances. Just pacing up and down as Christie asks for another wipe of the floor. Happy to do that, particularly as his opponent was on a little bit of a roll. Anything to break the momentum. And maybe it was that. It's all part of the game. 17-15, Indonesia leading. Oh, Iskandar had done so well too to recover from a net. There he had to hold back on the shot and flicked it high and deep. Just here, fell, so he was into his shot, had to hold back on it, and then flicked it high. 18-16. Yes, well played, Christie. So Iskandar kept pushing him deep and then bringing him up to the net, forcing him back this time again. And he got Iskandar over to his forehand court and opened up the backhand and put it away. That's a good winner from Christie. Iskandar was scurrying. He knew what was coming. 2 points away from taking the first tie, men's, or the singles, and this the men's team event. goes. Is that just going out to? I'm not convinced about that. Oh gosh, well, that was a lot closer than the one we talked about earlier. Oh, match point coming up for Indonesia's Jonatan Christie. He was rushed on that. Mind you, every shot is rushed, isn't it? Split second to make a decision and complete the shot. There it is. Christie gets up higher than he has all match. And the man in red has set the scene for Indonesia to retain their title. 21-18 in the first. Here's the final final point. Look at the reaction. It's fantastic from Christie. He's been getting up high all night to complete his smashes, but he gets up higher still when he celebrates after that spectacular shot. Here he goes. That's delight for you. Jonatan Christie gives Indonesia a 1-0 lead. First of the doubles is next up. Next up we have for you the men's doubles, the first of those. Well, it'll only be the first if there's need for a second, of course. And if it does end up at 3-0, then we won't need that second, so this won't be the first, it'll be the only one. Indonesia against Malaysia.
Ladies and gentlemen, on center court, first men's doubles. Indonesia, represented by Alfian Fajar, Ardianto Muhammad Riyad, versus Malaysia, represented by Ihsan Teo Yi. Umpire Ting Yu Cheng, Singapore. Service judge Nguyen Kong Hong, Vietnam.
You've heard the names, you can see them there, of the teams which will represent their countries in the doubles at this men's teams final. Ihsan and Teo Yi for Malaysia. Alfian and Ardianto. Alfian at this end in the red shirt representing Malaysia. Alfian Fajar, 22 years of age, and his regular playing partner Ardianto Rian. And for Malaysia, this is Ihsan, and here in shot now is Teo Yi. So I managed to see the Malaysian pair play yesterday, and they were given a good solid working over by Singapore, but they managed to win that in 3. 2-1 the score. Just in the semi-finals, Malaysia 3-0 over Singapore, but Indonesia did drop one of their ties against Thailand and won that 3-1. So their second doubles team did get in action yesterday. Angriawan and Ardianto did get out to play. They needed to win to ensure that their country got through to the final, Indonesia. Some of the noise coming from this group here. There are Indonesian, Malaysian, Thai fans making lots of noise wherever you go. Particularly, of course, the locals, the Malaysians. But there'll be plenty from Indonesia as well here, as they are looking for another goal. They do very well. They've got great depth in Indonesian Badminton. They're the defending champions in the men's. They've started off well with that victory by Jonatan Christie.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Malaysia, represented by Alfian, and on my left, Indonesia, represented by Alfian, Ardianto, Malaysia to serve. On your seat to Ardianto, Level, play.
Just the start the Malaysian fans wanted.
Service over, 1-all. Service over, 2-1.
Most impressed with Teo yesterday, and they'd lost the second game 22-20, and they're in danger of losing the third to Singapore. He really came into his own. Teo Yi, 24 years of age. He's up there ready to receive at the moment, to the left as we view them. That's Ong playing now. Teo straight at Ardianto. Desperate to win this. Carry on their fine form from yesterday. Ong and Teo.
Service over, 3-all.
Boy, covered across the net really quickly indeed.
5-3.
Teo brings them closer, 5-4. Indonesian doubles, they've won over the years the Austrian Open, the Indonesian International, runners up in an event they've been to, the New Zealand Open, which this year's version was held just a couple of weeks ago, and it did enable some players to get in and get some good competition before the SEA Games. What a very good rally. Alfian and Ardianto Alfian at 22 years of age and Ardianto 21. So a young combination. They're at that stage where their best years are probably just about here. Top players getting younger and younger, and mind you, a lot of the very good players are lasting longer too. It's a career for many, of course, and the longer you can keep your career going, the better. Indonesia 8-5 now. Tio managed to get a difficult shot back and then couldn't control the next one. 8-5, Indonesia. Oh, these boys are punt. They're savouring every point they get. Alfian. So difficult to play that back. Had the racket up, but played with a fair bit of venom. 10-6 now, 6-10 Malaysia. Quick point off the serve of Tio. Crowd loving anything resembling a smash. They lift the roof off here. And a very good rally brings this first game to the halfway mark.
Second.
Well, the break did something for them. That's a fantastic lengthy rally. Malaysia getting the point out of it. I want some of what they're on. That's great. Malaysia 12-9. Malaysia with the serve. They're down 9-12. Indonesia won the singles, the first singles.
Service over. 13-9.
Ardianto and Alfian, Fajar and Fajar, Alfian and Ardianto Rian. Close call, they all look at the line. It was out, Indonesia, 14-9. I do that regularly.
16-9.
They've just made a break now, 9-16. There are only 3 points in it at 11-8, 11-9, 16-9 now. Oh, great pickup. Back on the baseline, smash comes. Great returns. Oh, brilliant point. Hard fought point. And it's won by Malaysia. 60. Alfian couldn't quite lift it over that net. Crowd bubbling, loving this. Tio. Service quickly won back by Indonesia. Ihsan, his 22-year-old, is partnering Tio, making a good fist of it too. Oh, gee, they're countering. Some really outstanding play from the two men in red from Indonesia. Alfian plays one, Tio gets it back, and across comes Ardianto, and bang, in it goes. 18-11. Oh, fantastic scrambling by Ong. And then he looks across to see but still Indonesia get it. Look, a dive, and that was backhand, overhand. Where'd it come from? This next shot. Yeah, playing it blind, back over his head. Backhand just scorching into empty court space. And we've come to game point in the first game of the doubles. Indonesia really have just put the pace on in this second half. On from the back. Tio pushes it across, and that goes out. And it is Indonesia who take the first game by 21-12. First point of the second game. Alfian ready, serving now. So Ong and Tio in that break in between games had to reassess what they could do, because in the first half of the initial game they were well in it, only a couple of points down at the break. But then it's almost as if Indonesia found another gear and won it 21-12. So what can Malaysia do this time? Oh, just keep scoring points, that's good. Ardianto this time. Oh, he climbed high. This is deep to the line. He's already in full flight. Look at that. No chance for Ong.
Again, he fired in 3 baseline smashes. Ong got them all back and then changed the angle. And it goes in between the 2 players. This one. They're looking at each other. Whose was that? Well, no hesitation that time. They look to be having communication problems with this last 2 points, but not this time.
Service over, 7-5.
From left to right across the back court. Ardianto just lines them up. Very effective. 8-6. There's sometimes a blur of red there as these 2 players take position. Alfian, Rian, Ardianto. They haven't broken away at all. It might look as though, and it seems as though they're doing the majority of the scoring and looking more impressive, but it's still only 9-7. that in? No, it was out. Well, I'll say the camera angle. The run by Malaysia has come to an end. They were down by 9-6. They caught up to 9-all. Now Indonesia with the service. Ardianto. (11-9). Halfway stage in this second game, and already Indonesia are 1-0 up in this tie, having won the singles. Jonatan Christie beating Iskandar in straight games, 21-18, 21-17. Ardianto and Alfian have taken the first game in this 21-12 and lead 11-9 in the second. Marching across to his right, nailing that. Whoa, great return, Teo. Wow, he's found another gear. More effective with the smash than Teo. Got that extra height.
Service over, 12-11.
Teo was ready for that. The return of service was accurate. And again. Malaysia in front. Now it's Indonesia under pressure. Another, they're up by 3. You get some luck, you take it. Teo still serving. Long can't capitalize this time.
13-15.
Again at the net, Indonesia not clean.
Service over, 14-16.
Well, listen to that crowd. They can't help but be winding this team up. This time it is Tio. Steep angled smash there. And that wins it for them. A stunning second half to this game from Malaysia. Down 11-8 at the break. They've allowed the Indonesian doubles combination just 3 points since. Ardianto patrolling that backcourt line, backcourt area. He's very, very good. 18-15, 15-18, second game. Indonesia took the first, 21-12. Just whipped in, eyes lit up when he saw that high ball and put it away. Just out. That would have given them game point. That was just slightly long from Ong here. Now it is game point. Wow, what a comeback. Well down at the halfway stage. They've really brought themselves to light. Tio seals it in the second game. And we're 1-1. This has been a brilliant doubles match.
20 seconds.
For a long period, Indonesia appeared to be in control and were cruising almost to a 2-0 win. But Ong and Teo in the second half of that most recent game came out a different combination altogether. They rattled the Indonesians, won some great points, and took it by 21-16. So deciding game now. Alfian gets one back for Indonesia. As the sweat trickles off the players and gathers on the surface, just being wiped down at the moment. An early break now for Indonesia at 5-2. Ardianto. Server. Ong, receiver. On at the baseline now. Teo in the centre. Two quick volleys and he puts it away. Well, that was an outstanding point for Malaysia. Teo miraculously got back one of those early shots, got back up to his feet again, and then scores the winner. Ong superb then to pick up the shuttle as it came through the body of Teo. He was blocked until the last minute. His vision was. Whoa. Both teams scrambling at the net. Ong here just lifts it over, and the despair, and at the same time Teo was half going for that, and that's a very good shot too from Ardianto. Seven, 5. I bet you're enjoying this. 7-6. No matter if you're an Indonesian or Malaysian fan or supporting neither, you were liking the quality of play and the tension that's involved. Big final. This is for the gold medal. Not this particular game, but the tie is out again. So back to square, 7-all. This is the teams event final. We've had the first singles going the way of Indonesia. Jonatan Christie beating Iskandar at 18 and 17. And this is one game each. Indonesia's Ardianto Rian and Fajar Alfian taking the first set 21-12, and then Ong Yusin and Teo Yi taking the second 21-16. So this is the decider in the doubles. The biggest advantage there's been for quite some time in this match. And 10-7 in the early stages of a match. 10-7. Oh, great. Oh, both the Malaysians on the deck. And get the point out of that. Oh no, it was just inside the line. So 11-7. That's the break. But certainly Indonesia won't be relaxing on that, because they know what happened when they were at a similar situation in the last game. They hardly scored again. In fact, they scored 5 points, while the Malaysians went on and scored 13. entering the final stage of this match. Alfian to serve. Rally this. Who's going to break? Oh. Malaysia get it. For a long time it was just Ong and Ardianto playing in this. Ong's taken a bit of a stumble there. For the point Cameron, was the net involved? There was too. Oh. He's all right. He's back. There'll be no pain. 13-10. Ong now. Teo. Ready. Teo up at the net. Ong plays it from the back. Oh, that was almost a spectacular return from Ong. But it's a 4-point margin now. Indonesia leading. Ong covered and flicked. Just lifting it up and over, but too far. 14-10. Third game. Indonesia want this to take a 2-0 lead in the tie. Oh, playing it way deep. Cross court into Ardianto's forehand. Picked it nicely. This one comes up from the hit. They don't always go over. Teo looks at his partner. Both have got their fists slightly clenched. 3 points. That's all it is. Now it's 4. breathing space for Indonesia.
Whoa. Tio played that lovely shot cross court. This one here where he pushed it across and then was set up. Frustrated with that one. He did everything right apart from the execution of the last shot, 17-12. Just keeping that pressure on, not releasing it at all, making Malaysia work exceptionally hard, and they're forcing the error. Here was another one. Get one back. 5 points. Is it too much for Malaysia? Indonesia 3 points away from the match. We've seen some great fight backs. (19-13). Indonesia creep closer to taking the doubles in this gold medal match in Kuala Lumpur, SEA Games 2017. Match point approaches. Indonesia has absorbed everything that this determined Malaysian team could fire at them. They're a quality combination. Fajar Alfian, Ardianto Rian. Match point. Oh, almost angry at that. He rises above the net and scorches home the winner. 21-14. Two very good doubles combinations playing it out here in the final of the men's teams event in Kuala Lumpur. There it goes. Belted it at Ong's feet. And that's the winning point. Indonesia go 2-0 up in the tie. The singles and the doubles behind them. In a moment, we'll be introduced to the players who are third down on your screen there.
You see the scores, 2-love and 2-1. Next up, it will be Ihsan against Song. So the second men's singles, and it is not Sung, as I mentioned, it is Li Jia playing in the second singles. Yesterday he played, we didn't play, he wasn't required.
Indonesia, represented by Ihsan Maulana Mustofa versus
He's a
Malaysia,
19-year-old and he's up against Ihsan.
Umpire Maria Judith Rosula, the Philippines. Service judge Sin Sin Chit, Myanmar. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the players and the technical officials of the 29 Southeast Asian Games.
And the technical officials coming out now for the second of the singles. Of course, with the World Championships being on, we don't have the likes of Lee Chong Wei as the world's number 2 at the moment, Malaysian representative. Indonesia have several of their top, particularly doubles players, away for the World Championships. But the depth of badminton in both these countries is pretty good. You can tell by just a number of youngsters that keep on appearing on the international scene. One of those is this tall man down the far end, Li Jia, at 19 years of age. He was a bronze medalist at the World Junior Championships last year, and a lot of hype over here about him, particularly when he sort of broke through last year, saying that he's the next big thing in Malaysian badminton. So we'll see how he goes in this competition here. He's up against Ihsan, Maulana, Mustofa, who'd been in a similar situation. He'd won a bronze medal too at the World Junior Championships, but that was in 2003. He's 21 years of age now, and really, like Lee, Ihsan was touted as being, you know, just the next big thing in Indonesian singles play. Hasn't quite lived up to that yet, so his potential has yet to be fully realized. But there's no doubt that these two have enormous ability. So for that in itself, two former World Junior Championship medalists, both the future of singles in their country. And here they go. Of course, when we talk about Ihsan being the future of singles in Indonesia, of course, we've seen Jonatan Christie play in front of him, and he's a couple of years younger than Ihsan. So that's the depth that they have in their singles play. This is Ihsan. Just now, Lee. Coach is sitting in almost a blackened area, isn't it? You can only just see the new lineup of line judges, referee, service judge, and we'll be with you and this match very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Malaysia, presented by Jonatan. And on my left, Indonesia, presented by Ihsan, Maulana, Mustofa. Malaysia to serve, double, play.
Indonesia's Ihsan gets those initial couple of points.
Service over, 1-2.
Lee looks to be almost a good head taller, doesn't he? I didn't take notice of them when they were standing next to each other, or when they walk out. Certainly he's taller, but how much taller, I'm not sure. We'll get an idea of that at some stage, I'm sure.
Ihsan Mustofa has a 4-1 advantage over Lee Dia. This 19-year-old up against a 21-year-old. Both have been medalists at World Junior Championships, so that indicates that they were recognised very early for their potential, and now they are representing their country at the Southeast Asian Games. Sure, there'll be more representation around the corner, using his height well from the baseline. Yesterday, Sung Yu Then played in this position for Malaysia in their match against Singapore. We've seen this happen previously, where one of the players streaks away to a 5 or 6 shot advantage. Taking every opportunity, anything high and deep like this. It was there for him. Ihsan, I have to rethink those. Sometimes it's the only shot available, is to push it high and deep. Poor total missed time. He's gone from 7-1 up to now just 8-6. 7-2 it was, 8-6. Getting a bit of a ribbing from the Malaysian crowd. It's quite good support though for Indonesia. In the background in the darkness you can see the figures, and most of those seats, in fact all those really good seats, are taken right in behind the televised court, the finals court. Good scrambling here from the Indonesian. Not such a fine touch to finish it off. And so we've got just the 2 points in it now, 9-7.
looked a bit awkward, didn't it? I was trying to get another replay of it. They see that there, his ankle was going all over the place, harshly down and then turning inwards on him. Oh. He's young. Little drop shot, wins the point, takes him to 11-7 at the break. Well, 11-9 now, so it was 11-7 at the break. Lee has picked up the first 2 points since then. Just recapping on the match situation, or the tie situation. Jonatan Christie beat Iskandar 21-18 and 21-17. That was in the initial tie, the singles, which started this afternoon, 3 o'clock. It's just gone 10 past 5 now, so we've had a couple of hours. Then we saw Alfian and Ardianto take the doubles 2-1 against Ong and Teo. 21-12, 16-21, 21-14. So Indonesia, who are the defending champions, hold a 2-0 lead. So the future of Malaysia's involvement in this final is totally dependent on Lee Shiyah. That's one of those points that can give a player a lot of confidence. He was scrambling initially and was able to get up there and make his opponent scramble and still win the point. Well, we saw early on Lee able to smash that ball from the baseline, smash it into empty space. Got 3 clear winners. (18-10). So since the break, not much for the Malaysian coaching group to smile about. finesse has deserted Lee for the moment. 19-10. That's better. Beautiful.
So 11-19.
Up to game point now for Indonesia's Ihsan. He takes it. Very impressive over the last 10 points. Ihsan scored 10 points. And Lee scored 4, 21-11. That was after the break. Not too much to say to the Indonesian player. He's been doing things pretty well. Change of racket for Lee Jia. First 2 points have been shared in this second game, second singles match in the final of the men's teams event at the Badminton 29th SEA Games here in Kuala Lumpur. I think there was a cry out from each of those. One from this player who won the point, but also one from Lee. Just out of frustration that he's pushed 3 shots wide now.
Wow. Seemed to be a tactic to keep them high and deep from the Malaysian. And then the finesse at the net, just deserting him a wee bit too now. Frustrated. 8-1. Right, deep breath. Point at last. 9-2. And he's lost 8 points in a row. He looked, he checked, and realised that the bird was going to beat him inside the line. Here it goes, just touching the inside of the line. Oh. 11-2, they'll take the break here. Ihsan, Mustofa, really buoyant after a dominant first half to the second game. Leads 11-2. What, if anything, can Lee do to get back into this game? Second half of the second game, 11-2. Ihsan is in front. Needs to be a really dogged and determined, outstanding, courageous effort from Lee. And needs to get back into this at 12-2. That's a good point. Oh, yes. That was in. Well in. 3-12. Diving returns from the smash by Ihsan. Lee pushes it wide, 13-3.
13-5 now. Called out by the baseline judge. No need to call that one out.
So 14-5.
Honours even since the break. They've each scored 3 points. Just picked it off with ease. Ihsan has been playing really well. Oh, does he get the net advantage? No, it's 16-7. I think that was called in. Couldn't see through the score tech that the line judge put his or her arms straight forward. So Ihsan then just a push across and lifting up for the smash, which he completes. There it goes. One more fist pump with that free hand, the left hand. 17-8. Oh, that coming in too. 18-8. Must be all the Indonesian fans sitting over on that side blowing at the one time, just keeping it in. It's the best rally of this game. Oh, and eventually the high shot down the baseline is picked off by Lee. Uses that height of his. Didn't need to climb all that high off the ground. (18-9) 9-18. Lee serving for Malaysia. Eager to get the job done. Ihsan bouncing up and down. Concentration on the serve. Up to the net. Forces the error. We're at match point. We're at championship point.
They have the first singles and the doubles. Indonesia looking for a winner here from Ihsan to sew it up and retain their title. Not this time. 10-20. Making it hard. 20-11. 11-20. Indonesia leading and looking for 1 point to sew up the gold medal, and it is there. Down the line, smash from Ihsan, and jubilation from the Indonesian fans and team. It's been a dominant performance as they retain the title they won 2 years ago. Jonatan Christie set it up. There he is to the left with a win over Iskandar in the opening singles. And Alfian and Ardianto were taken to 3 by Ong and Tio of Malaysia. Ihsan comprehensively winning the second singles. And he springs in the air to be greeted by the team coaches.
Won by Indonesia 3-0.
And this is your gold medal winning team. 21-11, 21-11. The second singles, and Indonesia have beaten Malaysia for the gold medal again at the SEA Games. This time in 2017, the 29th SEA Games. Your men's team champions, Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be having the victory ceremony for the men's team event in about 10 minutes. Do remain in your seats for the victory ceremony of the men's team event. Again, congratulations to Indonesia!
Kita betul. Hah? Kita. Because initially start this morning when we had our game with final match on the last game.
Just like a river, tradition runs deep and the future's unclear. As the whole world is watching, voices are singing, does anyone hear? At the end of the journey, I look behind me, and what will I see?
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for Badminton Men's Team event. Please welcome to the podium the medalists.
The 4 teams who will receive their medals now being led out by the ushers and presenters. We've seen a very interesting and exciting final between Indonesia and Malaysia. And let's not forget the semi-finals yesterday, which featured Singapore and Thailand. So those 4 teams are marching out now to receive their awards for their performances in the men's team event at the 29th SEA Games.
Presented by Yang Muhammad Dato' M. Saravanan, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports of Malaysia. The mascot and seedling will be presented by Yang Berbahagia Dato' Marina Chin, Chef de Mission of Malaysia.
The presenters take their positions. It's good that a lot of the crowd has stayed around for these medal presentations. Very enthusiastic and supportive. So the medal ceremony is about to begin. The flags are ready to be raised. The medals to be presented in this, the men's team event, badminton.
Team Singapore and Team Thailand. Team Singapore represented by the captain, Danny Bauer Krishnanda. Dominic So Shi Swan. Jason Wong Guang Liang. Jian Liang, Lo Kien Hin, Lo Kien Hiu.
The brothers Lo Kien Hian, Lo Kien Yu, feeling quite comfortable talking to Malaysian representatives. They're both born here in Malaysia, but living and have done for some years in Singapore, as Singapore received their bronze medals.
Terry Hee Yong Kai. Team Thailand represented by Captain Bodin Isara.
Team Thailand, they certainly made Indonesia, the eventual gold medals, work hard in their semi-final. They took one of the matches off them, but lost by 3-1.
Dechapo Huava Ranukro. Kantapon Wang Charoy. Kosis Pet Pradap. Kitty Tupong Ketlen. Nantakan Yot Paisan. Nipit Pong Kwang Babet. Supanyu Abi Hing Sanon. And Rawun Potieng Dechapo.
final was one match too many for them. They played very well in beating Singapore in the semi-final. They certainly did play well for much of the grand final against their opponents.
Iskandar Zulkarnain.
Iskandar gets a special cheer. Singles, the two singles representatives standing next to each other.
Lim Chi Wing. Nur Izzuddin. Ong Yu Sin.
And my word, in that doubles match, Ong played really well with Teo, who's about to receive his next. This is Song, who played in the singles yesterday. And here's Teo. Team Malaysia, silver medalists. Finally to receive their gold medal, successfully defending their title, Team Indonesia.
Ladies and gentlemen, your gold medalist and SEA Games champion, Team Indonesia.
Three 3-0 in the final, that's pretty much says it all. Dropping just the one game.
Represented by the captain, Jonatan Christie. Barry Andriawan. Eddie Subakya. Fajar Alfian. Firman Abdul Khalid. Hafiz Faizal. Ardianto. Ihsan Maulana Mustofa.
Ihsan, we saw play out for competition by winning his singles.
And Panji Ahmad Maulana.
Your SEA Games champions, Indonesia. The anthem will play, and then the hall for badminton will be emptied for the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Indonesia. like to invite the presenters for a photo session with the medalists. With that, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 29 SEA Games medalists for badminton men's team event. Give them a huge round of applause.
Back to the beat, back to the front.
Ladies and gents, that is all for today at the Ardianto Arena for the 29th SEA Games Kuala Lumpur 2017. We thank you all so much for your support and for your efforts coming down here today. Give yourself a big round of applause. We hope to see you again next Saturday, which is the day after tomorrow, for the preliminary rounds of the singles, doubles and mixed doubles event happening here at the Ardianto Arena, Sports City, Kuala Lumpur. With that, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jonatan, aka Mr. Loudspeaker. I bid you good night, farewell, terima kasih, thank you, Assalamualaikum.